Okay, so this is going to especially feel good after a long walk or a hike. We will release tension in the hips, the glutes, and the lower back. I got to go on a gorgeous day hike with friends last Saturday, and I also used some essential oils to help me recover. I'll post those in the notes if you're interested. Take a look at those. So we'll start sitting here in Sukhasana, just centering, finding our nice steady breath, hands to knees, palms up to ground, palms up to receive, and just start to bring awareness to your breathing. Deepen your inhale, lengthen your exhale, drawing your attention inward, starting to bring awareness to where you might be feeling tension in your body without any judgment. Just sending your breath to those areas, feeling that tension leave, feeling your body soften as you exhale. Then bring your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, sigh it out. Nice. And then let's find a twist to your right. So bringing your left hand over to your right knee, opposite hand behind you. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist a little more. And then inhale, bring your hand over your head, face forward. Bring it to the opposite knee. Let your head and chest fall forward and just sway side to side. And then come center, take a breath right here. And then bring your hands to your thighs, press into your thighs as you roll up. Head is the last thing that comes up. Bring your hands over your head, palms touch. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart, and then switch the cross of your legs. I didn't do that, but make sure you bring the opposite leg forward first and then twist to your left. Nice, still matching it to your breath. And bring your back hand up over your head, face forward, bring it to the opposite knee, head and chest fall forward, sway side to side. And already start to feel that tension releasing along your back, maybe in your hips a little, even a little there in the back of the neck. And then come center, take a breath. Hands to thighs, press into your thighs as you roll it up. Hands keep going, touch palms overhead, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Now come over to tabletop pose and then shift it back to child's pose, extended child's pose, knees wide, big toes touching. Extend your hands towards the top of the mat. And then option here, you can stay right here or maybe bring your hands to your lower back and interlace your fingers, maybe even lifting it up off your back and swaying side to side a little. Be really gentle with your shoulders. And then come back forward, lift up through table, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog, and find some movement here. Pedal out your feet, bending one knee and then the other. Pay attention to your connection to the mat. Press into those wide fingers, almost like you're trying to grip the mat like a lizard. And then press chest towards thighs. Now roll yourself out. Tuck your chin, roll it out. Big long wave to plank. Drop your knees, lift your heart. Cobra pose. Inhale. Exhale as you shift it back to child's pose. Inhale, come through table, tuck your toes, and exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to flow like this a few times, warming up. Inhale, roll it out to plank and then cobra. Lift your heart. Exhale to child's pose, extended child's pose. Inhale to table, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. A couple more times like that. Inhale, roll it out, find your cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, table, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, roll it out, big long wave. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, through table, tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Now lift your right leg up behind you. Open your hips for this one and start drawing big circles with your knee. One way. Try to press into your hands evenly. Now move your knee the other way, drawing the circles in the opposite direction. Square your hips. Now draw that knee in towards your chest and step it all the way through. Bring your back knee down and then inhale to lift your chest. and lift your arms, low lunge. Both of your hips are forward. Now grab onto that left wrist, pull it to the right. Try not to cave forward, so keep gently pressing that left shoulder back, breathing into that side, that hip. Good. Come back to center. Inhale, exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Good. Let's do the other side. Inhale as you lift your left leg up behind you, open up your hip, draw those big circles with your knee. You're pressing evenly into your hands, just drawing the big circles with your knee one way, then switch directions, go the other way. Good. Now square your hips to the mat, draw the knee into your chest, and step it all the way through between your hands. Back knee comes down, lift your chest, lift your arms, hips are forward. Now we grab onto the right wrist as we pull it over to the left. Make sure you're not caving. Breathe into your side, breathe into your hip. Inhale, exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet a few times here. And then one more time, tuck your chin, roll it out. Big long wave, come all the way through to cobra. Drop your hips, lift your heart. And then exhale to child's pose. And then inhale through table, tuck your toes, lift your hips, down dog. Now lift that right leg up again, open up your hips. And then square your hips. This time we're going to come through to pigeon. So bring that right knee up towards that right wrist. And then that foot might stay back, or you can bring it anywhere towards your left wrist. Make sure both of your hips are facing forward. Use a prop up underneath that right hip if you'd like. Hold your proud pigeon as long as you like, lifting through your heart. Whenever you're ready, start to come forward. And don't force it. Don't force your body into a pose it's not ready for. Use props if you need. Maybe come down to your elbows or all the way down to your forehead. Maybe you don't come down very far at all. Just go right to where you start to feel it. And then just really use your breath to start to release that tension through your hips. Make sure that back heel is pointed up towards the ceiling. That will help you know if you're in good alignment. Now bring your left forearm parallel to the top of the mat. Bend your back knee, reach around, see if you can connect hand to foot. Pull that foot towards your body. If that doesn't happen, then just raise that right hand up towards the ceiling. You'll still get a little stretch through the hips, but that feels good in your quad. Now bring that down, tuck your toes, lift it back to downward facing dog, and let's do the other side. Left leg lifts up, bend your knee, open up your hip, inhale, exhale as we get ready for pigeon on the other side. That knee comes up towards your left wrist, and then the ankle anywhere towards your opposite wrist. Press that back foot back and away, hips are forward. Use a prop underneath that left hip if it helps you ground down there. And then maybe you come forward any amount. Just make sure you're not holding your breath and still doing the same thing you've been doing the whole time. Just focusing on your breathing as thoughts from your to-do list come to your mind, maybe from your amazing hike. That's okay if you're dreaming of beautiful skies and mountains. But just make sure your breath is calm, your focus is calm. And lift yourself back up. Bring your right forearm parallel to the top. Bend the back knee. Either lift that left arm up or reach around. Grab the foot. Pull the foot towards the body. Take a few breaths. Good. Release that. This time shift onto the left hip as you swing your back leg around. Bring your feet in front of you and windshield wipe your knees from side to side. Back and forth. And then scooch forward, press in your hands as you lift your heart. Feel a good shoulder opener there. And now we find Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together, knees flop open. And use your thumbs to give yourself a little foot massage. It's good after hike care. Feels good. Maybe rubbing your ankles, your legs. And then bring your thumbs to your arch. Open your feet like a book and sit up tall. Inhale. As you exhale, lean forward. Keep a long spine at first, almost like you're trying to pull your chin over your feet. And then when you can't keep the spine long anymore, it's okay to round and fold forward. Inhale, lift for that long spine again, and then exhale, round and fold. Inhale, lift for your long spine. Exhale, round and fold. We're still hinging at the hips. Notice my elbows are in as I hold on to my feet. And then roll yourself up. Use your hands to lift your knees and shoot your feet forward for staff pose. Hands at your side, sitting up tall. You can sit up on a blanket if your hips are still feeling really tight. Inhale, lift your hands over your head. As you exhale, hinge at your hips, bow forward. Don't stop. Scoop the air towards you. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bow. One more time like that. Inhale, scoop it up. Exhale, bow. This time, pause. So maybe your hands come to your toes. Maybe they just come to your shins. Thinking of that long spine, hinging at your hips. Every inhale creates space. Every exhale, just allow yourself to settle into that space you created. And go ahead and roll it up. Scooch to the center of the mat and roll onto your back. Draw your knees into your chest. Maybe make some little circles with your knees here, rolling out a circle one way. And then switch directions, go the other way. Just feel those circles as with the pressure of the mat on your lower back. That should feel good. And pull the knees into your chest. And find happy baby pose. So lots of ways you can do happy baby. It's almost like you're trying to squat on the ceiling. If you can imagine the ceiling lowering down. You can bring your hands to the outsides of your feet. This is traditional. But if that doesn't quite work, you can also grab at your calves or your thighs, or even take your second and third finger and yogi toe grip your big toe. Now pull your knees back into your chest and let your left leg come long. With your left arm, pull the right knee across your body for a big supine twist. Open your right arm out to a T. You can look over your right shoulder if that feels good, or just keep your gaze set up at the ceiling or the sky if you took this practice outside. Let your breath calm and steady. Now you can stay here, or you can extend that top leg, so that right leg, and grab at the outside of the foot or the toe, or maybe at your calf. It just gets a little deeper into that hip. And then take a few more deep breaths. And release that. Pull it back to center. Give it a squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, set it down. Other side. Draw the left knee into your chest with your right hand. Draw that across the body for your big supine twist. Maybe you look over that left shoulder, maybe looking up towards the ceiling. Feel yourself release and relax with every exhale. And then either staying here, or maybe you extend that top leg, so your left leg long, grabbing the outside of the foot, or yogi toe grip your big toe, or grab it at your calf. Then come back to center, pull that knee into your body, give it a squeeze, inhale. Exhale, set it down, and just let your knees fall from side to side, windshield wiping your knees back and forth a few times. Draw your knees into your chest, curl into a tiny ball, lift your head and chest up towards your knees, take a breath in, and then exhale, release for Shavasana, final resting pose. Let your legs come out long, just let your feet flap open, hands at your sides, palms are up. From here, take a deep breath in through your nose, open mouth, long sigh out. Feel your whole body sink a little deeper into the mat, letting go of control. Just let your breath return to its natural inhale and exhale. We'll just take about a minute here, just releasing, relaxing, giving your body time for stillness. And then you can, of course, stay here however long you want. Just stop the video. If you're ready, start to wiggle fingers, toes, roll out your wrists and ankles. Bring your arms over your head. Take a big, long stretch. And then roll onto your side in your fetal asana pose. And just take a moment here to take another few good deep breaths. Think of an intention maybe for your next hike, for your recovery. I recover quickly. I am strong. I am capable. I am peaceful. And also take a moment for gratitude. Gratitude for the day. Gratitude for your practice and for your amazing body that just guided you through the practice. Gratitude for this beautiful world God has created for us to go explore. And then try to keep your eyes closed as much as you can. Use your strong arms to press yourself back up to Sukhasana, sitting up nice and tall. Bring your hands to your heart center and take a deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, long sigh out. Bring your hands back to your knees, blink your eyes open, and have a beautiful day.